So, check this out.
I think one of the worst ways to raise your kid is to tell them not to talk back when they're speaking their piece of mind or saying why they disagree or may agree.
Okay, so can we run this back from the top? Because see, first of all,
I knew this was gonna strike a nerve, which didn't it? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, fighter. It's okay, champ. It's okay, champ. It's okay, champ. You gonna get him, champ? I'm gonna bring it back, champ.
initially I was like, can we have a moment just to appreciate her hair? Because I love her hair right now. I love the whole, green and the black. I love it. So, once you went to talking.
I got you, champ. Hold on, champ. I got you. I knew this was gonna be a great video for you.
See, you ain't right.
I think one of the worst ways to raise your kid is to tell them not to talk back when they're speaking their piece of mind or saying why they disagree or may agree with something, when they have their own opinion, to tell them not to talk back, It's one thing when your kid's like, fuck you, mom, fuck you.
Let's have a moment of silence.
That kid
for
wouldn't
the
be here.
child.
Wouldn't be here no more. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Don't unplug my Xbox, mom. Yeah, no, that's fucked. Yeah, shut the fuck up, little motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. But when your child is simply telling you why they think something or why they might disagree, literally speaking their piece of mind, maybe telling you why they think you're wrong, and you're telling them don't talk back, you are setting that kid up for failure. That kid's gonna grow up taking verbal abuse, taking shit from everybody, not sticking up for themselves. That kid's going to literally take shit they don't need to take, I think
I can actually process what she's saying, but here's where I don't agree. Because there's a difference in talking back and how we do it is we have what is it? Well, our family time.
We
where
have
we create
family
neutral
meetings.
Zones.
We have a family meeting.
And we give them the opportunity to express how they feel.
Absolutely.
Or, say why they feel a particular way or act in a particular way. So it's not
No repercussions.
attack. No. But I guess I'm trying to clarify. And in those situations, I don't feel it's talking back, because if I'm talking to you, we've created this new, this family, conversation or neutral zone, as we call it, where we're just having a family meeting and they're just talking or whatever. But if I'm saying, okay, take out the trash, well, mom, I'm gonna, whoa, that's talking back, and there is nothing you need to say at that point.
Because how is it in the old school ways?
Grandma and mama didn't play that.
My mama.
I wasn't raised in a household with my father there, but my grandmother, my mother, my auntie, no. You would get hit in the mouth. You would no. That was disrespect.
I come from where you ain't. I talked to Nana today, by the way. Whew. She didn't play that.
I bet.
She don't. She still don't. I still don't. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's you grew up and you learned respect.
Right.
You learned respect growing up in our households.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't if you were told to do something, it was do it. It wasn't no.
Did you feel that because of you coming up in that household now, you have
No, I love who I turned out to be.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because even now, I was raised in that household, but I'm going to speak my mind and don't, especially if you're trying to.
I get what she's saying, but saying that's gonna, you know what I mean? You're gonna turn out a certain way because you were told.
I could
understand that.
I can understand what she's saying if you're not allowing the child to actually explain their feelings.
So
that means they're having to keep it on the inside.
Right.
But there's a time and a place to do that.
Facts. That's the most important thing to say right there.
There's just even there's a proper way to argue. There's a proper way to debate. There's a proper way to discuss or negotiate. Because even now to this day, I'm not gonna say my mother is not always right about everything, but I'm not about to be fuck you, mom. A whole me.
Yeah.
Angie don't play.
Nah, it's not even finna go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Mom's was like crazy accurate. Now I think about it. My mom ain't never played sports, but bro, she was accurate.
Mommy don't play. Mommy didn't play.
Thinking I could run from her or something, and as soon
And
as you,
even when she was on the phone and you were talking to you, was like, Mom, we not gonna do that. Okay, slap him.
yeah, like
She'll tell me in a minute, slap him.
like listen, bro, like. That's why I think the important thing you said was creating that safe space to sit down and discuss things. But there is a time and a place for that, and you have to create that with your child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The talking back and the disrespect, I don't tolerate.
Right.
I'm not a person that can tolerate that. You know what I mean? You should not be disrespecting your parents. You should be very respectful. If you don't feel like you like what you're being told to do, cool.
It's okay.
What I tell my kids is, I say, listen, you may not like to do what I'm telling you to do. Go do it. Then after you're done with it, come back, sit down, let's have a conversation, and I can further explain to you.
You took it out my brain.
We did
You
good.
took it out.
We good. We here.
Yeah,
we here.
yeah,
We do this
you
parenting
did
thing.
that.
We
You
do
did
this
that.
thing
You
good.
did that. We do
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
We do that.
But it's a time. So once you go do it, come back and we'll sit down and I can explain to you, and then you can explain to me why you feel how you feel. But it's in a good setting at that point. When you pop off after I tell you something to do, then that's not going to be a good setting, and you're not going to be able to convey your point because I'm already heated because you're disrespecting and you're back talking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So get it to us a good place so we can sit down and have this conversation and dialogue. I tell my kids that all the time.
Right. Because the whole
put yourself in a place to succeed. Put yourself in a place to succeed.
And that's no different than even when you're out in the world and you're working for someone. There's going to be times your employee be like, hey, I need you to work late. I still want my child, I want them to be able to understand that you can agree to disagree with what the person is saying, but do it in a respectful and professional manner.
Right.
So that whole, I don't want to do that. No. We're going to bring that down.
That's a fact.
And we're going to understand. We need to weigh our options here. Do you want a job?
Right. You like daddy. You don't like daddy when he's up here. You like daddy when he's down here.
Right.
Don't take him up there. You know what I'm saying? Get him to a point to where we can have a conversation.
To just,
I had to tell my kids. I had to tell my kids today. I said, listen, how old are you? One said 15. I said, how old are you? One said his age.
13.
And then I said, how old are you? One said, no, I said, what's your shoe size?
You only got 2, buddy. Whoa.
You were there, hush.
Woo, I know. That's what I was like, wait a minute.
Then I said, what's your shoe size? Then I said, what's your shoe size? And they told me. And I said, you're acting like your shoe size, not your age.
Exactly.
And they just stood there and they just looked at me in awe because they didn't see that coming. But that's and we had a family meeting today. That's why I thought this was pretty cool to have this type of discussion.
Yeah, you set me up, buddy.
I did.
You did. You set me up. You set me up.
I did.
Wait, I agree with her. I feel like, yes, you should allow the kids to have an opinion, to speak on it. But I feel like we should teach them when to actually do that and set safe spaces for them to be actually, to do that. But there's a line with respect and disrespect, and they need to understand that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's my job as a parent.
So listen, man, parenting is something that we work on.
A village.
Every day. It's something that we're going to continue to work on. We're not perfect. We don't expect other people to be perfect. There's no manual on this thing.
And drop your suggestions if you guys create your own safe zones, or what do you do? Do you allow your children to speak on how they feel, or do you create that space for them?
Because I feel like that's needed.
Yeah.
And one of the things we've always prided ourselves on trying to do is the family meeting.
Yes, because that's one thing I don't recall us when we were younger having. Yes, we were in a strict family where, and growing up, that's just our culture, whatever. You get told what to do, you do it.
Yeah.
There is no talk back. There is no explaining. We don't care how you feel. But,
I got a story about my mama, boy.
But now we try to make sure we create that space, because kids have a lot that they're trying to process and deal with. And with so many kids now, especially, in middle school, committing suicide, doing all these reckless and silly things, I want to be able to create that safe space to where if they don't like what they're being told to do, or if they don't like what's going on in school, they can come and communicate and talk about it.
Yeah.
You got to start here.
Absolutely. So listen, man. Y'all get at us in the comment section. Let us know what y'all
Yeah.
think of this one, man. Another great late night talk.
Absolutely.